You know, social media has become very problematic for lawyers. I know that people love using it, and most everybody uses Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be, but it can be very troublesome for your case. Oftentimes, people feel compelled after a crash. They have to talk about it on their friends through social media, talk about their injuries, about what happened. I would caution you from doing that. That could be detrimental to your case, and it could be totally innocent. You're just telling someone what happened, and but the insurance company, that is often a treasure trove of information that they will often hire an investigator and do a social media sweep where they look through your Facebook pages, your Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be. If they can get their hands on it, they're going to look at it and see what you're saying about your injuries and about the crash. They'll also look at, if they gain access, pictures. And it could be a totally innocent picture of you at somewhere in an event, but it has the appearance that you're okay. You have no injuries, but you actually do have injuries, but looking at this photograph, they're going to use it against you at some point down the road. We have this common problem now that even when you have your social media pages set to private, we get what we call questions and we call them discovery interrogatories and requests to produce documents. They will ask us to produce our client's entire social media account to download all of it. Of course, we object to it. Some courts will allow it, some won't. But even if it's private, they're arguing we have the right to look at it. And so you could set it to private and you could be talking about other stuff and that you don't want the public to know. But if it's out there, you got to be very careful because it could be discovered at some point in your case.
And of course, Blaise doesn't use social media like I do, so I understand the desire and the urge to, you're documenting your life. That's what we do is, Facebook, social media, those are our scrapbooks these days. That's how we communicate with our people, stay in touch. When we're really mad about something, we want to go rant on social media. A lot of times people want to rant about what happened and how careless that other person was and how, they just can't believe people run red lights and are looking at their phones all the time while they're driving. We see that all the time. But like Blaise was saying, that is just something that is a defense lawyer's dream, that they just love to get their hands on and pick through it and find just the right thing that is inconsistent with something else that you've said. They might go back farther in time in your social media to try to discredit you from, one thing that you say you used to be able to do but aren't able to do now. And, they might use your past social media to disprove that or discredit your credibility. So very important to just stay off of it as much as you can. Make your settings private. And also remove the ability for other people to tag you, because sometimes you may not even be on social media actively that much at all, but somebody else who is just, we all have that friend who's just tag happy and tags everybody. And they tag you in some post and you might not be doing anything that is, outrageous. But again, the way that it looks to an insurance company who is trying their very best to discredit what you say, it just might be exactly what they need.
And you're listening to this video and you've had a recent crash, do not go back and start deleting items off your social media. Because what you're effectively doing and the argument that's going to be made is that you're destroying evidence. And that will be an issue that's raised by the defense attorney at some point if you have to file a lawsuit regarding your crash. So just be careful about that. Again, you're talking about tagging and all this stuff. These are all new terms to me. I would just avoid it. I think you're just asking for problems. I know we live in a world where people like this stuff, and maybe I'm a dinosaur in that regard, but I don't think you're not going to go wrong by avoiding social media as it pertains to your case.